A very good evening and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. We continue to take a look on what's happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. Without fear, without favor. Comrade Neva Masquera say he has finally said something about the information which he said he was supposed to, or was going to give to the people of Zimbabwe. He says, Dynasty exclusive. During their one-on-one meeting on Monday, VP Constantine Chiwenga told Emerson Mnangagwa in no uncertain terms that his 2030 ambition would remain in chimera. The more Mnangagwa tried to be frantic, the more he was told his was nothing but a lot of code swallow. So this is what Neva Maswera said, and you need to take a look both sides to see who is going to win in this succession battle. What is of importance is to note kuti Mnangagwa vochero vakanzi vari kurwa. This is not his fight. The issue of third term does not arise. He is not going to succeed to force third term on the people of the Republic of Zimbabwe. But we have to understand that what he can do, he can place some people, front some people and back some people for takeover. Using the technicality, the constitution is an PF team tofana kuita in elective congress. So, Comrade says, after Chiwenga's exotic candid talk, the meeting wrapped up in an unusual fashion, as the VP's seeming edict distracted the room like a feisty fireball from a crashed petrol tanker that was still consuming Emerson's scalp. Quite bemused, he suffered a momentous migraine afterwards. To recover from the abrasion, Mnangagwa came up with a vacation plan and invited ministers to his farm whose activities are state-funded. And the disinterested VP, who was possibly now preoccupied with his Regereva Kumana currency chaos, called in busy hands a no-show at Prikabi. This is the second issue right there. So, Physiotech says, Saka ndizo chete remkoma never. Anyone can say this. He says, I do not sugarcoat, I give it the way it is. It is up to the audience to interpret it the way they deem fit. So this is something which is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. If anybody tells you kuti kuna hondo dziri kuitika politically, that person will be misleading. The honest truth is that hondo dziri kuitika, but the major question is, who is going to win this battle for power? Who is going to emerge victorious after all the abrasion and what is happening? So at this point in time, it's a matter of looking at strengths of one another, strengths of each other. VP Chiwenga, it seems as if he's powerful at this point in time. He's in charge, he's in control of some elements within and without. But the incumbency advantage of ED is overriding everything. Remember, they've done some illegal things together, and VP Chiwenga has kept quiet. He has never done anything to stop some illegal things. For example, the coming up of Chief Justice Luke Malaba to extend his term of office. That was an illegal act, but it has been swept under the carpet. ZANU-PF losing elections or deploying rigging tactics across Zimbabwe, silencing the opposition, particularly or especially in the rural areas, and the subsequent seizure and takeover of the opposition after the 2023 elections. This happened under the watch of VP, who remained mum or quiet and has never done anything. So he does have a very, very, very huge task, which means if he is to survive, you will need the opposition leader, Advocate Nosu Chamisa. You will need to bring Chamisa on board. Or even if he doesn't bring him on board, but you need to visit him, talk to him, and understand his demands. Which means President Nosu Chamisa will need then to lay some demands onto the table. Those demands then negotiated and agreed upon. That is the only way for Generari to survive. What is of importance is to note kuti Team G40 haisi kukurudzira Generari from a point of support vari kukurudzira Generari from a point yekuti ngazvibayane tigowana mapindiro. But I believe that they are going to make a very huge mistake in between, which is going to be seen by the two comrades as a threat, both of them, ED and Generari. There is a great possibility if the team G40 makes a mistake, they will make an early move, and that early move will then wake up the general who is actually sleeping at this point in time. So no matter, despite his power and prowess, he is sleeping because there are certain things he is failing to put in place in time. So this whole issue of succession, it's a very difficult game. But if these allegations being raised right here are true, then it's a different ball altogether, because if they've confronted each other in a meeting, what it means is each and every one of them will be knowing the position he's going to take or not. But there are no permanent enemies or friends in politics. Tomorrow you are in agreement or you are friends, tomorrow you are enemies. That is so possible. Sometimes when you see that both of our interests will go down the drain, sometimes you need to defend one another. But what are the interests of General Chiwenga? Is he somebody who has been engaged in illegal activities? The only thing about Generari is that if a new government comes, he might be tried for treason, for the way how Robert Mugabe was removed. This is the reason why we say you need to negotiate some terms with the opposition leader who is more powerful than any other one, so that maybe can get a pardon, or you then given some protection, some form of protection. So, if that doesn't happen, then they will have to agree with the team Yeku dynasty. Okay, let a person from the dynasty take over with these conditions. But remember, Mnangagwa cannot be trusted. Given his stance, usual stance, he can't be trusted with this activity at all. Which means General would prefer to have another person who is not Mnangagwa in charge of the affairs of this nation. So, this is a very complicated matter. A lot is happening within the political structures, within the political arena. A lot is happening. October is getting close. There is the ZANU-PF conference. That conference is going to be a key decider of the way forward about Zimbabwe politics. So we wait to see how VP is going to outmaneuver the other. Then we'll come and talk. Where was VP Chiwenga? I think I'm running out of time, but we need to come and talk. Where was VP Chiwenga when others were in Kwekwe, kufamu kwemkuru? So that is something very important. Okay, Dokumalo says Chiwenga is the one who is nothing as it seems. Why agreeing 2 terms? Was not ED to save 1 term and surrender to the general? This is something very important at this point in time. So this is Team Zimbabwe. We have to watch and see what is happening. I'll come back with the issue of general. Where was general? Vamwe vari ku farm kwa Mnangagwa.